Well, Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan is meeting the Turkish president Friday as part of his official two-day visit, his first since taking office in August. Both leaders are hoping to enhance existing ties between the countries. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan and Imran Khan are expected to discuss the Afghan peace process, as well as further economic and trade relations. The Turkey-Pakistan Free Trade Agreement has yet to be signed, despite a decade of negotiations. Well, for more on this, I'm joined by Rabala Moideen. She is a researcher at TRT World's Research Center. Thanks so much for coming in. Turkey and Pakistan have, I will say, have been on particularly strong footing, really, over the past few years in particular. Tell us quickly what's actually brought them closer and how and what will they be moving forward on today?
Okay, thanks for having me. First of all, we have to understand that Turkey and Pakistan have had a very long-standing relationship. They've supported each other on very key issues, including Kashmir, Northern Cyprus, recently FETO. What's bringing them together now is that Turkey has become a lot more emphasized South-South cooperation. And the new government in Pakistan, led by Imran Khan, is actually a lot more outward-facing than the previous governments. Suddenly there's a lot more emphasis on foreign policy. And I think that is what's bringing them together now, a lot more than previously. Another thing that what they're going to focus on is probably increasing cooperation in terms of trade, economy, defense, counterterrorism efforts, maybe even the Afghan peace process. So there's a lot going on that I think both countries can really focus on together.
And their strategic partnership is very much key here. I mean, yesterday the Iraqi president visited Ankara and they talked about cooperating in the fight against terror. How will that go with Pakistan and Turkey today? I mean, how will they cooperate in Afghanistan, which is a key center for the fight against extremism and terrorism?
I think they're the dynamic duo here. Because not only has, Turkey has had really good relationships with both Afghanistan and Pakistan. What's important here to understand is Turkey is also part of NATO and has been on the ground in Afghanistan since the operation began. So now, where do they take it from here? I think that here the dynamic duo can, Turkey can actually influence NATO and make them accept an all-inclusive political settlement, whereas Pakistan can influence the Taliban, so they can bring them both together and kind of take it from there. Okay. Another way which I feel that they can really help out in the Afghan peace process is through, Turkey has been practicing humanitarian diplomacy for a very long time now. And what that means is that they're looking at protecting interests of vulnerable people and really making that a priority in their foreign policy. And that can be used very well in Afghanistan. Okay. And they can both kind of focus on peace building and peacemaking and rebuilding the whole country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quickly, the Turkey-Pakistan Free Trade Agreement.
Yes.
Will it finally get signed?
I absolutely think the opportunity should not be missed. We're looking at, if it's operationalized well, we're looking at almost $5 billion in annual bilateral trade. We're looking at, because most of the 40% of the exports of both countries are in similar industries. So they can really use the trust that they have and the mutual relationship that they have to actually build upon that and cooperate in joint efforts and horizontal, vertical integrations and really benefit from creating more value-added products, creating efficiency, improving profits, and also decreasing prices for consumers in both Turkey and Pakistan.
It's win-win, you're saying?
It's absolutely win-win.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Unfortunately,
you.
we're going to have to leave it there.